This is part where whatever, because I am not sure. whatever, because a lot of our videos are kind of uber long for Baltimore Comic Con, and we might have to split them up even further. And we're now in Artist Alley territory, which is over here. We were a little while ago. Main section, but now we're in Artist Alley. We just spoke with these fine folks at Farpoint. For a second, I thought that was Jay.
Hey guys, what's going on?
Hey. We should not
I want to do lightning.
take our time. Hello.
Hi, Mom.
Oh, congratulations, you win. No one has said hi, Mom, in a while.
Oh, fantastic. Go me. Good day, everybody. There we go.
Yeah, Jane's not like the whole aspect of Jane's Deadpool bear. This is like what you were talking about a couple of years ago when I first came here.
Yeah.
Like it was 2005 when you gave me a couple of bucks. Stuff you wanted something different. I think this is kind of like what you were.
Yeah.
I got you that year. Because you're all asking, like, I want something different.
So what's your inspiration with the bears?
Well, basically, I write a story called basically The Teddy Bear Tale. It's a story of a teddy bear who defends children from the monsters under the bed.
Oh, nice.
This is Tristan here, the guy who defends the children from the monsters. Unfortunately, he's not very good at it, but he gets a lot of help from his friends, and he's kind of afraid of the monsters himself. So everything here you see kind of rolls out from that. So I drew some teddy bears for my kids as superheroes, and they liked them, so I took them to a comic book show, and they kind of went and sold them all out. So I thought, I'll just keep drawing them. And basically, I mash up superheroes with teddy bears, Powerpuff Girls, and My Little Ponies. And it's a fun exercise in drawing. Keeps the old creative noggin.
For sure.
So,
And there's some of his parody work.
so just have fun with it all. So,
Very cool.
thank you. I have a lot of fun.
What's your name again?
Nick Davis.
Nick Davis. Nice to meet you, Nick.
And that's where you can find his stuff right there.
Here we are, Owen Studios. OwenStudios.com. Visit me today at table A11.
All right, we'll tag you. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
What the snap? Oh, Lego.
That was so great.
Thank you. That's right, you have a lot of interesting cosplay, and we had to pause for a moment to take a photograph. And if we spotted Jay back there, he will be getting a serious talking to when I get home today. And again, one of the many places that are selling miniatures. And speaking of miniatures,
They're super popular.
what?
Super popular. Kids love those things.
Yeah. Star Wars coffee. T-shirts. I wonder how much stuff he's tossed over his shoulder. I had to say it. Had to. Like I said, we're in Artist Alley territory. You'll never know what you find in places like this. And you can get a lot of great and interesting work on the cheap. And you got like She-Ra stuff. That's like a She-Ra.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Custom woodworking again. I need the least. Angry Daleks. I guess this was, the map said this was Artist Alley territory, but we have some other vendors over here as well, as we've been seeing. It's a lot of, if that's actually signed by Carrie Fisher, it is 65, no, that's 650. I thought it was 60. I was like, 65 bucks. Shut up and take my money. Excuse me. Look at that print, man. Sign. I guess it's a lot of signed stuff, too. I guess this is a lot of art and different art places, I guess.
Appreciate it, sir.
And so we are approaching on Artist Alley territory. Puppet Forge. Puppets! But, test puppets.
Hi there. How are you?
Good. How are you today?
I'm good. You enjoying the con?
Absolutely enjoying the con.
Good. That's awesome.
And what's your name?
I don't have a name.
You didn't have it.
I get a name when they take me home.
Oh, very good. And who might I ask is behind you?
I'm Gordon. I'm the owner of the Puppet Forge.
Okay.
This is my wife Jennifer,
Hi, how you doing?
and we make puppets. That's what we do.
Amazing. You know, you might be surprised. This is our second coverage of puppets, not here, but in the history of our podcast.
Yeah.
There's a guy who runs a puppet theater where he's from in West Virginia.
Okay.
And we did a half-hour interview with him at a show.
Yeah. The thing is, when I saw this test puppet right here, I thought it was like, it's a prison puppet. It's a prison puppet.
Well, I have made a government issue puppets before with the stencil on them. So
Right.
They're like a military green with the stencil.
Generic.
That's just our test puppet. He's our linebacker, and
Right.
you know, we need to keep these guys fresh so that when people buy them, they're still good.
Right.
So he's our test puppet.
Now we all kind of understand the Hamamana joke that we saw a little while ago in regards to the green alien.
Well, if you're doing a podcast, one thing I should let you know about is our show.
Oh.
We do a thing called Transylvania Television. It's all puppets and it's for grown-ups,
Oh.
and it's on Amazon Prime.
Oh, amazing.
Cool.
I have Prime.
Check that
I
out.
would watch
If you have Amazon Prime, that's free with your subscription.
Nice. All right. Can I take one of your cards?
You bet.
All right, buddy. Thank you so much.
Thank you. It's nice meeting you, sir.
We'll tag you.
And folks, there was somebody out there that was selling cloth feminine hygiene.
I saw
Yeah, I was like, that's why you kind of heard me go, no. You gotta go there. Find wire art, folks. This is the second vendor we've seen all day with like using metal for their artwork. The time and effort that someone. Are you the artist, sir?
No, I'm a friend of his. Lonnie Ingerman is the artist.
Thank you.
He does any type of wire art, from the simplistic jewelry down here to the complex cobra, mermaid. You see the minotaur right there, right?
Yeah. He does a fabulous job, folks.
See the bonsai tree?
That's
So this is the second vendor that has done elaborate work like this with metal. This is not, folks. This is not. I got distracted. Sorry, folks. This is not something that's easily done, and does take a lot of time and effort. Major props to Lonnie Ingram.
Yep.
So this is him. We'll probably tag him in our video.
Forecast video.
We're a podcast. We do post videos on YouTube.
What's the name of it? I gotta check it out.
But we are the Long Coat Mafia podcast. Our flyer, back part of the section.
I like that hat too.
It's one with the envelopes. It's a far back zipper.
Thanks for coming through.
No problem. No problem.
Beautiful. Thank you, sir. Good.
We do a lot of coverage of anything that's pretty much geek. So,
Thank you. Good. Keep
No
up
problem.
good work.
and it's nice meeting you.
Chris.
Same here.
That's a bunch of Chris's right here.
And we have a couple of Stabity Bunny. Wow. And we have, and you were saying no professional cosplay. Eh? Boom, boom. Hello. Yeah, as stated, this 8-bit style creations.
We'll come back to the front door, I think. Josh.
off.
Now the thing is,
Down and when we
folks,
come
in
back around you and I'll sit down, okay?
okay, this is weird. Oh my God. My God. Bravo. We might have to, I think I found one. I'm going to probably spend one of my first.
Look who's in his mouth.
Ah, look at it.
And of course, if someone was going to get caught up in some poor girl's bikini, who would it be? Freddie. Of course it would. Guys, I love the fact that you're laughing, because that's what I wanted to do. I thought, what the hell can I do? I sat at my desk one morning, had all these great creative ideas. I thought, no, I want some testosterone-driven nonsense.
Right.
What can I do that's just absurdly funny? And I thought, Jaws. It was Shark Week, and I was watching, and I thought, man, if Jason Voorhees was riding on the back of that son of a bitch, can you imagine being that guy in a fishing boat out there, like casting out, and that's...
I can almost see, you know, if I was that guy, I'd be like, my phone would be out going, guys, you're not going to believe what I'm seeing right now. You know what I'm going to do is I'm going to have to videotape this and show it to you guys, because none of you fuckers are going to believe this shit.
Oh my God, I know. These are, just so you know, these are $20 in a Mylar for the 12 by 18 size right here.
Okay.
No problem. We'll definitely have to get that. And I think this, I mean, not just this. Not just this. Oh, is that Ned Flanders in hell?
Yes, it's the Valley of Diddley. Here, look.
It's the aspect of, Gargamel.
My therapist said to draw, it'll help.
You probably have the same problem that I have. My mom goes, can't you ever draw anything nice? No.
No.
I can't.
This is helping.
I try, and it ends up like this.
This is helping. I like you guys.
So,
check me out on Instagram. I just got on there. You'll see some pictures of us on here from the con.
okay. We'll tag you.
Right on,
We're just doing videos all around.
Yeah, we're doing the videos first, and we're going to be coming back around to do personal shopping.
Right on. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Right on.
Amazing work.
Folks, that was amaze balls right there. It gets us stopping. It gets us laughing. It's kind of what we want to see at places like this. And you can only see stuff like this in Artist Alley. And yeah, you'll see some, what some might call bootleg, but you'll see a lot of independent stuff and unique stuff like what we just saw. And you'll see stuff like these folks here doing Night Seekers, sorry, and Chocolate Nation Studios. Doing all right?
Very good.
We don't mean to knock your name. It's just,
No, the more people know, the better off it is.
Yeah, for sure.
sure.
But here, take this to be easier. That's the pamphlet about the stuff.
We're going to come back
We'll probably come back around.
It's kind of working right
Working around.
Sure, no problem, guys. Thank you.
We definitely want to speak with you guys and with what you do and what you stand for.
Yes, well, we stand for a lot of principles.
For sure.
For sure.
We do.
Thank you.
Thank you. And folks, we probably will stop by to them and speak with them and talk about a lot of, if we could get pass by here, check out some of this artwork here. Yeah, the two-piece. Actually, it's four. A lot of great art. Yeah, even though what someone might say this is bootleg, but it's not. Someone actually had to do this and draw this stuff, man.
Yes, those are the originals. I drew them.
Amazing.
Amazing.
And what's your name?
Corey Smith.
Corey Smith. Nice to meet you.
Good job, man. Good job.
Appreciate it. Yeah, all these are the originals of all this stuff. And then all the colors done by hand. So it's all custom art.
Oh, wow.
Yep. No two are alike.
Oh, so you do each one by hand?
I color each one by hand.
Wow.
There's the original
Yeah,
Freddy.
yeah.
So I do the original Freddy drawing.
Right.
Then I make copies, and then I color in the copies. So I do the ice for free to make it pop. You choose. Maybe you want some of the burns.
Right.
Maybe you want his glove. Maybe you want just his teeth. It's all done by hand, no two are alike.
So, see, the thing is, folks, like I said, even though there are some people that might classify, dude, that might classify this. I'm going to stress that point. Might classify as some of this as quote unquote bootleg. This dude here drew all this by hand and colored it by hand, uniquely.
There are people that do these shows that actually don't do their own stuff.
Right.
They'll take a photo of a character, they'll put a filter on top of it, and then they'll tell you guys that they painted it.
Right.
But it's not a fact.
Then when you look here,
Well, that's why I bring this.
Yeah.
I bring these because people walk by my table and go, "Wow, these are really nice photos." I'm like, "No, jackass, I draw these." Actually, they're one of the few artists that still draws.
amazing.
Thank you.
We got in that conversation on one of our podcasts about people using characters and things like that. Like we got a big thing with a lot of stuff. People using characters and stuff like that for the artwork, and how some people consider it bootleg, some people don't. And like I say, as long as you're making the changes, it's your art. It's your art.
The thing that's different with mine art is, again, I do the original drawings, then I make the color on each one, so there's no two the same.
Yeah.
Everything, like maybe you want Vader fighting Obi-Wan, maybe you want to fight Luke.
Right.
It's all done by hand,
That's
no
awesome.
two are alike. So it's all custom art.
Incredible.
Like if you go, and I've gone to copyright lawyers.
Yeah.
And I asked them before it even started.
Yeah.
How's this work? How do you make this work?
Yeah.
And it's because if you draw an original drawing and you custom do every single piece, which I custom draw every single one, no two are alike.
There it is. And that's the answer we were looking for.
So yes. Are these images all copyrighted? Yes, they are. If Disney and Warner Brothers want to come in and shut everybody down, they could, because it's all these they're selling prints.
Right. Yeah.
This is all custom one of a kind art. That's the difference between
That's
this
the answer we were
and that.
looking for.
Yeah.
Because we couldn't figure it out. We didn't know how it works,
Right.
stuff like that. We've been covering these things for years, but we didn't understand it. And there was a big stink online with another podcaster where he was saying that this was bootleg. I was like, no,
It's not so, well, yes, we are using copyrighted images. This whole room is.
Right.
But back in the day, back in San Diego Comic Con, back in the day, years and years and years ago, the powers that be didn't mind you doing Batman sketches and Superman sketches because it was one of a kind art.
Right.
So they didn't get mad about that.
Right.
It's when they started printing these mass producing, Batman copy after copy after copy. It's no longer original art, it is a copy. And that infringes on the copyright and what they talk about.
Right.
They used to not mind the individual sale of art, one of a kinds. It's when there's millions of these going out. That's what pissed them off. Yeah. So that's, over 66,
Look at the 66 work, dude. That's amazing.
Thank you. Yeah, my original.
And the thing
60s,
is,
the originals are all signed by the cast.
Awesome. That is something else.
whoa, check that out, man. Check that out.
How much they cost? They start at $25.
25. And the thing is, I see if I was still seeing someone, I see one particular gift I would have gotten.
What would that be?
The Bowie.
Oh, David? Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, he's super popular. Cool thing, you do one blue eye, one green eye, bring it back, you have me add the hair, you have me add the gloves, you build it like a tattoo. My art is all custom. It's just like a tattoo.
And I like that Punisher too.
Catwoman? I just got to color the eyes in a little bit of orange, a little bit of brown. And they are numbered. That is number 125 or 200 run. They're almost sold out. Adam West is what? And the Penguin? Hey, Ghostbusters.
So a lot of this is amazing.
Caleb, please approach the fish bowl.
That girl. Penguin. I just got to sign him and number him.
We sell the plastic sleeves for $10 too, so buy one of those.
What the?
Sam and Dean,
Oh yeah.
my wife a trip.
I might have to come back here for what?
Yeah, the Burgess Mary, the Penguin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like I might have to come back here right after I see if I could get Tara Strong. Come back here and do other shopping. Because that one print over there and one print over here.
We'll come back. Thank you so much.
You guys have a great day.
You too. Work. Like I said, folks, Artist Alley is usually the place to be. Because you get a lot of independent stuff, unique stuff. We'll load this upon purchase. This is what a lot of folks have told. It's like, this is where you see the diversity. This is where a lot of you folks need to be, need to shop, need to visit, because this is everything. Look at that. Look at these costumes, man. Look at these costumes. Look at these costumes. Think of the work that this
My
stuff.
wife would love this stuff. That's awesome.
Superhero doll. This is where you come to find it. But so it's a dad joke. I mean, it's an awesome Philip H. Oh, I know you get it. You automatically get it. You're a dad. Shut up.
Yeah.
They start saying it.
Tom King is a writer. Now he writes for Batman. He sucks at art. People ask him to sketch things all the time. Sure.
Yeah. Want to go down this way? I said, this is where you find the unique stuff, the interesting stuff, and a lot of diversity that a lot of folks talk about, but they're not willing to venture into Artist Alley and see.
Is this going to be on YouTube, man?
Yes, it is.
I watch a lot of vlogs about Comic Con, man.
Really?
Where you from?
West Virginia Panhandle, Martinsburg.
West Virginia. From the Eastern Shore, man. How you liking it so far?
Very well. Very well.
Are you guys vlogging for the day and all that?
Pretty much, yeah.
What's your YouTube channel?
It is Long Coat Mafia. We're mostly a podcaster.
Long Coat
Mafia podcast.
I'd like to see this. Am I going to see myself in this? Sure.
And we're not live streaming yet.
Okay.
We're not. The video will be up once we edit everything. And
This video is just going to be us running around.
That's cool. Well, it's nice meeting
so
you guys.
nice meeting you guys too. I said this is where you find a lot of the stuff. A lot of people complain. There's not. This is where you find it. They don't want to come back this way. They don't want to. We forgot about this, and we see this way. We're forgetting about this way. How dare us? How dare us forget? And what are we looking at in reference to cosplay in front of us? Go ahead. A lot of independent creators here. It is, oh my God, I gotta turn this on. Folks, Steampunk Batman. Wow.
That's awesome.
Yep.
So when they was walking,
Hello, gentlemen. Or should I say, sir? How you doing?
Doing pretty good, doing pretty good. Can I tell you about our comics?
Sure, you may.
The camera's out, that's what I'm talking about. So this is Short Fuse Media Group. My name is Danny Quick. We're basically a bunch of independent comic book creators who got under one banner and kind of professionalize and distribute our comics. So I'm Danny, I write the Ace Blade, so we got 4 issues of Ace Blade out. That's Morgan Iverson over there, he does the Lumberjacks. Catherine Calamia, she does the dancer and like father, like daughter. And you know, we're all just trying to do our best to get out here and sell some comics, make some comics.
for sure. Where are you from?
We got cards right here. If you want to take one of these and check our website out. Bam, see? That's Lumberjacks. The website there, you take those. Come back and buy some comics from us, man.
Sure, yeah.
I'm here all day. I appreciate it. Thank you.
And
We're
folks,
gonna be working all day, so
yeah. And the thing is, folks, these are the gentlemen that we keep telling you about, you know, to visit and to purchase stuff about, because everybody complains that let's change out the modern stuff that's already out there. Here's a bunch of folks, bunch of gentlemen, and at least one lady, you know, putting out their own stuff that, again, a lot of you folks out there won't come to Artist Alley and visit these gentlemen to buy their comics. You have to come to Artist Alley to find these folks, or as we'll probably put their link on our description down below to find the stuff, because you guys, instead of going around changing up Marvel and DC for how you want it, come to Artist Alley, find these folks that are making their own stuff.
We got it. Thank you. We got it.
I agree 100%.
Thank you so much.
Y'all come now. Like, come right now.
Everybody.
Again, nice meeting you, gentlemen.
Y'all have a nice day.
Thank you. Nice meeting you.
You got a new issue.
Yeah.
You got a new issue.
We have new issues. We got new issues.
Again, there's more Artist Alley. What the hell?
There's so much.
There's so much. And that's, folks, that is a good thing. And are we am I seeing a Kratos in a Hawaiian t-shirt? Hello.
Booth 2015. Wrestling stars Scarlett Bordeaux and Killer Cross. Booth 2015. Enjoy the show.
Pardon me, Kratos. Amazeballs. May I get a quick photo?
Yeah. Vacation. It's all right.
I can't. I don't think I can because my dad likes to watch football. Yeah. That's the only.
Thank you.
Okay. I'm watching for you.
And we're finally through this section of Artist Alley. We have more sections. Now, I'm saying that a little bit sarcastically, folks, because Artist Alley is the place to be. Because there are a lot of
tomorrow or here today.
right,
Oh,
not
man,
just
I
that.
like this stuff.
It's you got a $70. Oh, I think it's with your face on it, caricature. Prince. Some woodworking. It's a lot of indie creators and stuff. A lot of unique works. A lot of great. Remember, you have a lot of great creators here, like this gentleman here. Can you tell us a little bit about what your works are?
It is a science fiction series. This is the first novel, Ancient Illumination 2. Kuango the Moanga, which is leading light in Swahili, and we'll have the third book will be out early next year. We're also selling prints to raise funds for the graphic novel. That should be out first quarter 2020. We should have both the third novel and the graphic novel out. It's a series about ancient beings that appear light, come down to earth, and try and teach us, and one decided that we're too dumb, so he kind of experiments with man. It was still Cro-Magnon at that point, and he gets exiled here and has forced to basically enlighten man to as close to their level as they can. Of course, he doesn't do that. He just stays here and helps us evolve. He creates a bunch of different mutant races. We evolve technologically and physiologically, but he kind of sits back and watches all the conflict happen around him and becomes his like personal soap opera. So we do advance, but not in the way that the things were made to. Science fiction, space opera, military sci-fi, first contact would be the subgenre of the main genre of science fiction. And I wrote it after I got out of the Marine Corps, so that's kind of...
You are the Marine Corps.
Was in the Marine Corps.
You're the Marine Corps.
I'm going to need more camera to put you on.
Yeah, I got out in 01. So after I got out, I started doing things like working security and writing.
Yeah, sure.
This is my first show series. I read a bunch of the Star Wars novels, but I love that series, but I couldn't control that series, so I wanted to write in a universe that I could control the narrative. If things start going wrong, then I can do something about it and kind of fix it.
Yeah.
And it was fun creating. You know, I started off with that what if scenario. If there was somebody, a sentient being made of feel light, what would that interaction be with humans? And it kind of just took off from there.
Not bad prices for it.
That is Jared Omega. He's the king of the Kisan Askari, which is Stone Warrior in Swahili. They're actually, it's a mutation that's a calcification of the skin. That is his son, the prince, Darius. And you see the skin is not fully developed yet like his dad's is. That's my 50 page. That is his mom, Tunisia, the queen of the Kisan Askari. That is Malice, one of the henchmen of the ancient being of light that's left here. That's also another version of that character. Those are the Ongankujin, which is kind of a Japanese word I kind of made up, meaning music people. They are the Jade Assassins. They have a flying theater. They travel around and perform, and sometimes they carry out assassinations at their shows, but the show's supposed to be so good, people still show up to the next show despite somebody being missing at the last one. This is Babylon. He is from Atlantis. This is a Centurion-class space carrier, the GMC employee. Because I was in the Marine Corps, I put the Galactic Marine Corps in my books, and we have space carriers. And that's how they move troops, ships, and other war material throughout the galaxy.
Man, I like it. Well thought out.
Yeah.
Print for sale.
Oh yeah, I definitely.
You got a whole universe.
That's always good.
Excellent.
Okay.
All right, bud.
All right.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you.
Same here. Thank you for your service.
Just in a book run, autograph.
We'll tag you.
This is where they got that. Ooh. Excuse me. That dude was like Tony Todd big.
Tony Todd's just working. Seriously.
And I was like, I'm totally stealing that song.
And we mean that, folks. I know you probably heard that on camera. We mean that in the good, best way possible. The best way possible.
Race over too. Hopefully they
You are. That's a, folks. That is a. For those not culturally refined, that is also a Princess Bride joke.
Real quick, can I tell you guys about the other X-Men yesterday? I can't remember.
Yes.
Okay. Just making sure.
Like I said, folks, as we stated, Artist Alley is where the lifeblood of the show is. Granted, you could find a lot of interesting stuff in the dealer room. Look, we got Silent Bob and Moon Knight. But you gotta figure, this is the lifeblood. A lot of great creators here.
I could technically just start bringing them to convention.
Hello. The thing is, even though the only reason why this area seems crowded is because it's very tight, aisle-wise, but not many people show up here. And I think more people should show up in the Artist Alley. I agree with you with that. It's kind of hard to say whether or not a lot of these comics have been crowdfunded, but if they put them out in their own way, that's awesome through crowdfunding.